These are all curtains from Goodwill. I washed and dried them, and now I'm gonna make myself a little mini wardrobe capsule. Okay, so this is the dress that I'm going to make today. It is from 1957. My favorite things about vintage patterns is, oddly enough, they're not nearly as complicated as one might think. Pieces from the 50s, 60s, 70s, probably at the 70s. 80s start to get complicated, but this is only 6 pieces. There are so few pieces to this. My biggest concerns are, do I have enough fabric? Because these things take 4 to 6, sometimes even more yards of fabric. I have 2 curtain panels. I could measure and see if I have enough fabric, but that's not the fun part, because, these are curtains and this is a pattern, and that's the whole point of this. It's just an experiment. I'm really excited. I think all the pieces are here. And this is a size 12, which says a 32-inch bust. The hip, I'm not 100% sure because it is broken there, but I'm pretty sure the hip's pretty wide. So I'm not worried about that part. I am concerned about this just a little because I am short-waisted and I don't intend to be wearing a bunch of corsetry under here. So that is going to change the way that it looks on my body. Open this up and see what we see. As I had hoped, all 6 pieces are there, and now I'm just getting them all prepared. It's pretty tight. Obviously, they wore a lot of layers underneath here, so this probably would fit just fine if I also were to do that. I'm not making a period piece here to wear to a vintage thing. I just like vintage clothing to wear as a human normally. So I may or may not be able to put these darts in unless I cut this a little looser. I might have to cut a little bit more out of this. Otherwise, it's going to probably be too tight on my body. So we'll see how I do with that. Moment of truth. Let's see what we got. That's really cool. It was meant to be. It fits in this corner literally exact. So I'm gonna cut this out. I have that much for both, and then the rest I can play with for the rest of it. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's meant to be. I love it. So I cut this out much wider than the original because I really wanted to have those big darts that they have in the pattern, but I'm not going to be wearing a lot of corsets and bullet bras and all that stuff to make this fit my body. I just want to wear it comfortably. So I made this a lot wider so that I can get there. All right, let's make some darts. I love patterns from yesteryear because they actually have holes in them already. So you can actually put pins in there to pin where you're gonna put your darts and then just pull this out and release it from the fabric. I always have to do this with the new ones. I just put the pins in and then just tear holes in it myself. So they actually already knew what we were doing way back when, and now we're just forced to do that on our own. So I'm gonna get the creases out of here so that I get a nice clean dart. So here we go. Put this one in here. And voila! See how easily that just pulls right off of there? Moment of truth. How does she feel? How does she look? I think she looks great. I think that's gonna be a great seam. I think that hits perfectly. I think I'm gonna redo this one because I don't like the way it looks. So I'm just gonna release this. How satisfying is that? I want to get this to look exactly like that one. So I'm going to follow this a little less on the pattern and follow the fabric pattern and get this to look more like that. In most of my videos, I rarely even pay attention to darts. In this particular video, I'm paying the utmost attention to it because it's really the darts that make this thing great. Because the darting actually hits there and then the dress pulls out from where the dart hits. So it's really important that these line up, but also it's really important they line up in the pattern itself. I think I had them in right before. I mean, who's to say? It's not an exact science sometimes. By the time you take the pins out and put it into the sewing machine, things happen. And this one I might have started off wrong. Plus the pattern I made wider. Doesn't matter. The point is, I really wanted this to look the same, and now it does. Whether or not it's going to work out isn't the problem here. Look how beautiful that worked out. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, so now I've got a clear delineation of where this thing is going to sit. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Now I need to go somewhere fancy. All right, let's stitch these arms together at the shoulder. Let's try this on and see what we're looking at. Of course, I'm trying it on over my clothes. I'm not wearing proper undergarments, but I'm not wearing. Okay. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Yay! I love it. I love it so much. I love it because it's roomy. I'm not looking to be uncomfortable in my clothing. I know that I like to wear crazy things from time to time, but I want to feel comfortable. So this is gonna be perfect. I love the neckline already. Moment of truth. Again. Oh, she's so pretty. I don't want arms. I think that's what takes it into being really dowdy for this particular dress. So off with her arms. Let's try it on without my entire wardrobe on underneath here and see what we can see. Okay, I have my dress on. I love her so much. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. So I need to add a zipper. Oops. I need to add a zipper. I need to hem it. For the first time in a while, I need to actually hem something because I didn't use the bottom of the curtain to make my dress. So I'm gonna have to hem this. I have to decide where I want her to stop. I got plenty of space. I'm going to address the neckline. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch it under or stitch a piece to it. Or, you know, I might get a little bit more creative, but at the moment, I'm feeling like I kind of just love it as is. That's the fun part about dresses though from the 50s. You can be as bold or not as bold as you want to be with your design. They had a giant bow on there. They had a giant cowl neck on there. I can actually put some crazy pleating in there. It's really up to me how I want it to look, because bold is the answer back then. What I'm most excited about is the fit. I really am excited. Once I put that zipper in, this flows enough where I don't need to put anything underneath it. And this fits just so I don't have to worry about squeezing myself into some corsetry. So I feel very, very good about this. And so I'm going to just keep on going. And it is now the next day and I am placing the hem on there. I laid it on the ground at first just to get the initial hem work done. I then placed it on the dress form and fixed any of the fullness that was looking a little off. And I'm going to actually put a blind hem in here. So it's folded over and you're actually stitching mostly on the inside fabric, and then it just catches the main fabric as it's stitching along. It's a great hem to use because it's very forgiving actually when you flip this over and press it out. And now I'm just steaming it out and actually kind of releasing those stitches just a little bit so that they're just gonna lay nice and flat. And once I'm done with this, I will be ready to show off my new outfit in 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. I made this outfit out of 2 shower curtain panels and a matching clutch out of the top of the shower curtain. I could not be happier with the way this turned out. I think it's adorable and it brings a smile to my face. And I hope it brings a smile to your face as well and inspires you to go out to Goodwill, find those treasures, make something delightful out of them to wear Sunday brunch with the girls. And I'll see you next time.